new or
I've
old?
acquired new evidence that leads me to believe it is the skill
I don't
itself
believe the narrating
that
in
is in some
Fire
strange
Father.
way a vast library
That always
of
made
information
it feel larger
to
than
rival
life
even
for me.
Alexandria. I am now convinced that if I can obtain it, I will finally discover what happened to my beloved Amelia.
Yeah, you little bug.
Oh, Pierre, you litter bug.
Remember when before we refused to hurt the cats? Remember?
I suppose you're more of a dog person.
Natalie doesn't honor her
no.
contracts, Pierre. I'd move on if I were you.
Now is a dog person too.
Natla and I.
And you're the dog.
I find things for her, and she rewards me handsomely. But you seek the very thing she does. That is why you are not trusted.
I trust my instincts.
And that is why you are in second place. I am a professional, mademoiselle. I focus on the job, and I get paid.
There's more to life than money, Pierre.
This isn't life, mademoiselle. It's business. Your compulsion prevents you from seeing the difference.
It hasn't prevented me from getting a piece of the skill. How's business for you?
Touché. So then, why don't we see whose compulsion gets them the next piece?
Dang. He was just like, yeah, he's like, sure. Oh, well, yeah, it should be climbable, right? Because there's no, oh wait. There's no, you don't climb it this way. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, okay. This is one way to get there, but this is to get here? I mean, technically not. Technically you would go a different way, but this is the way I'm going.
The Greeks had an affinity for heavenly bodies.
Oh, right, you're supposed to follow the pattern, and I didn't even look. So, the Medusa head and the other part. So to unlock... Yeah, that was it. Oh, no, it wasn't it. Okay, I gotcha. Is this and this. And then you reset that, and then there's another one. That other one though is different. That one is in here. And it would be... Does it not show? Everything but the eye, right? So everything but the eye, I guess? But Medusa? I don't remember, it's fine. Okay, so 2 feet back in hand. Just 2 feet back in hand. No? Was that not it? Maybe that's the back? Tomb Raider is so larger than life when it comes to like just really putting on a show, you know? Like even with I don't know, their environment, everything, it's so good. Why I always will enjoy it. I don't know which I need to shoot for the secret, but it's fine. We're only doing these for story. Eventually on the channel I'll put up 100% runs for everything. But for now, this is sufficient. Will suffice. Oh, you think? That's a good point. Probably right. I would say that is a safe bet. Instead of jumping that way, I could go back this way and check. That cat poster, hang on. See, because it doesn't show here. I think it you would think it'd show. It doesn't show. Okay, so we're gonna try any of the ones we didn't shoot before. So that would mean this would be that would be the ones we didn't shoot before. Unless I'm forgetting something. Is it a hand? It should be what you said. Let me think about this. Why do you do that? You're so funny. You're like, it's that one and that one. Okay, you know what? These don't even like accurately like hit. You know what I mean? There you go. Thank you, the internet. The grapple used to be able to be used to take the secrets, but now you can't anymore. Okay, we're gonna go this way. Okay. I will say I'm glad that like this place isn't so scary. Like the PS1 version. Oh my gosh, the PS1 version scares me so much. Because like that's a whole different animal, right? Like the falling is super scary. To me anyway, it's scary. Of course, because I forgot about the whoop! Excuse what? What? Okay, kitties. Please. They're so fast. They were so fast. We're just gonna head on through. Easter Sunday. The massive St. Francis Folly. It's so pretty though, right? Anyway. I've always enjoyed that. It always sounds so beautiful. Okay, so this is where I'm gonna die a ton. Even though this is basically the same as always. You know, I don't even know what religion they would have been. So like, what if I'm saying this and it's like all like I mean Roman Catholic, but I know there's, you know. Let me tell you, Xenosaga did not make me a expert in theology. Let's go to here. This is not okay. There's so many doors and bells and whistles and everything around here. I always get overwhelmed here. Damocles, the swords. I always feel like it's a bit. This place is a bit too much for me every time. Oh look, shotgun shells. Oh, I can pick them up. So that's probably true then. It probably is. It probably is limited. It's not that I'm afraid of heights. It's I literally have no patience for St. Francis Poly. Imagine like having to climb up and down and how many hours this would have taken Laura in real life to do this. She and I don't have time for this. By the way, I have no upper body strength, so if you expect me to like do something like this in real life, I couldn't even. Lower body, sure. Upper body, I don't think I'd stand a chance. Hephaestus. This way. There goes Poseidon. And there goes Rabies. Hey Rabies. Welcome. Welcome. Now I have 32. Okay, so... this way, I believe. Oh, good question. Wow. I'd have to say, and this is probably the most important thing that the PS2 has, stylization. Stylization of design, right? We look at games like Xenosaga or Tomb Raider, right? The aesthetics of the textures. So there's a point where, you know, you go from something like blocky, right? Like the old school, like Laura's, like these little, like, polygonal Laura, right? And then you go to this where they have to, like, actually do, like, the textures. And because they're not as high quality, you can get away with, like, a lot of little, I guess, tricks. Monolith is great at doing that for Xenosaga 2. Like, we always say Xenosaga 2 looks like a PS3 game, right? And not Xenosaga 2, Xenosaga 3, sorry. Xenosaga 3, yes, it looks like a PS3 game. Yeah, the lighting and the textures. The lighting in Xenosaga 2, speaking of Xenosaga 2, the water in the very first area is the most beautiful water I've ever seen in a PS2 game. And you all know, like, at the very beginning of Xenosaga where the, like, water's flowing and Junior's running through it and you're doing after the chase scene. There's a lot of tricks that are done that are very unique to this era, and I think that it just really shines through, like the lighting, the textures, all of that really is really cool. So yeah, I'd agree. I'm with ZK. Very cool. Yeah, I mean, we're talking about that new situation with the AI, right, where they did Resident Evil 9 and they were talking about that, right? Oh, and it's sort of the same thing. Like I don't want, realism's cool, right? But like, I don't want that level of realism in my games. I don't think any of us do. I think a lot of us want things that are created by people, right? Art, music, culture. Like Expedition 33. Like, I get people using stuff for placeholders. Oh my gosh, I cannot climb. But even then, like put in like a neon ping, right? Like if something isn't textured, like this little block here, put on a like hot pink or like a super green lime texture that says like, hey, this isn't done yet, you know? So, you know, you hate real life shadows. I hate looking at my shadow. Why am I not climbing this right? Is it because I didn't use the gate? I should have. I think you can still go. But I mean, there's plenty of ways to do it where you didn't have to do all this other stuff, I think. Oh, yeah, that's fine. I guess that's too close to the wall. Interesting. I always die in this. Oh, you know what? Now I understand. It hits the highest point, right? And then the points that are insulated are the okay. Sort of get it. Oh! No, I solved it before. I solved it before. I solved it before, I promise. Oh my gosh. I promise. I don't know where this gentleman goes here, I believe. Pardon me, sir. You can wait there. We're gonna go over here. Yeah, I want to see the ability. Like, video games have always been about the inner imagination, the imagination of someone to create and someone to produce something that we don't usually see in the world, right? Like fantasy, and that brings it to not to hate on anybody who likes sports games, but like if I'm playing sports, I'm playing it in real life. So to me, like, I get the appeal of sports games, and we've talked about it before. And ZK, you actually you pointed out a few times about it, right? But like to me, it's like I want to see people's imagination and their interpretation of things, and I feel like I don't want AI to take that away. I get that they want to be cheap about stuff, but I don't want to, you know. Oh my gosh. Why? There we go. Hey, I can pick up the shotgun shells now. But I don't know. I just feel like, you know, expression. Like the amiibo that I used to make, the custom amiibo, like I'll take pictures of them and I'll put them up because I know some of you haven't seen them. But I used to make custom amiibo a lot, and I used to like paint and seal them and do all sorts of stuff, and it was so cool. And you know, it was my own, like making your amiibo your own, you know. I'm not going back in there. A little more. I'm going to wait till it lifts a little bit. Haha. Nice. Up here first. Aha. Take the key. First one is down. Yeesh. Two, three. Laura. Yeah, that's great, but... Oh well, that sort of worked. Okay. See, this one they very much let you like do each section on your way down the cistern, and like the other version you couldn't do that. They made you go up and down, in the old version, the original. Okay. Why? Okay, I'm gonna save because I'm gonna, oh, wrong one. I'm gonna save because I'm gonna mess this up, I promise. I promise. Not that it's on purpose, but... they make it truly feel like Easter Sunday, don't they? Why is this... Why is this... Okay. Nice. So to get across... Ow. Before we do this, there's no way across yet, right? I don't think there is, if I recall. Those shotgun rounds. Let's see if we can pick up the shotgun shells now. I mean, they've confirmed it, right? That no, see, look, I can't. Okay, we're testing something out because this is frustrating me. I don't know the answer. So we thought it was 32. Okay, let's reload. Yeah, there is a cap, but it's not 32. Is it 40 now? That's weird. It doesn't ever specify what the max is. 40, I guess. Maybe that's the reason why we couldn't pick them up earlier. Could be. That's crazy though, because there's no indicator of that. Like, here I was thinking this whole time we couldn't pick up shotgun shells. But then why would they put so many shotgun shells before you meet Larson that you wouldn't use them? You know what I mean? Like, that's weird. They give you so many. I guess they expect you to find. It's weird. Look at her little feet. Whee! Okay. She's heading over. And out. Oh my gosh, why, why, Laura? Why do you never catch the edge and I click circle? It's okay, I forgive you. That's one thing, at least the older games didn't have such obvious ledges. Newer games that highlight everything with that yellow paint. This is not so obvious. Okay. I forgot how to do the feet thing. I was gonna do the feet thing again. Oh, so look, now she grabs the ledge. Good on you, Laura. You've learned. Ah! Mice! Poor Hickory, Dickory, and Doc. There were 3 blind mice. Only because Laura shot them. Peak music. Aha. My ears. Thank you. The soundtrack is so simplistic, and that's why it's really such a beautiful game, right? Because like you just sort of it's so impactful. It's very minimalistic. Even on the original, it's very minimalistic, but it does its job so well. Which is really what makes it makes you power forward. I was gonna try to jump up there, but I don't think we can right now anyway. I'm gonna just close this. Close this. And I'm gonna jump down. I'm gonna dive. Who jumps? We all know Laura dives. Okay. Why isn't this, there we go. can't just jump down because I'll get hurt. I'm pretty sure. Maybe not. Okay, well, apparently so. What are we headed down here for? That's a little confusing. Why? Oh, because of here. No, this is the way in. That's weird. Oh, I needed to pull the lever first. I'm silly. This is why Laura's so tired. It's not her fault. It's because I keep making these mistakes and she's like, oh my gosh, will the person playing from me stop being dumb and like figure out these puzzles properly? I'm sorry, Laura. Now I go pull it and then I drain the water and then I go further down. There we go. That's when you just hear Homer Simpson in your head, you're like, duh. Just the littlest movement, and it's like, the water goes up, water goes down. Water goes up, water goes down. Let go. Okay, so, whoop. I'm doing this so I can find it where it will, oh, it's still underneath. Ah, that's why, okay. I think it's, which side is it? I think it's the left side, yeah. Left side we move it to. Okay. I don't want to hurt myself again, so I'm going over here. This side? No, it's to get up top, so I think it's this side, because I think that the, where's the hole up top? Up there, so it's all the way around, okay. So I can move it here? Which is the furthest I can go without causing problems, is all the way over here. I don't want to get caught, so I'm going to move it like around towards flat. Like right there. Okay. Set up here. Let's go ahead and pull this out. And you really think it's Yellow Paint Fiesta? It might be. True facts. Might be Yellow Paint Fiesta indeed. We have to get it almost exact. That might be okay. Oh yeah, well yeah, it might be. Have you seen the trailer? Holy moly! It's so packed with vegetation, like a lot of the areas. It's crazy how much, like, how dense it is. Yay! Third key down. Nice. I think I'm being pretty quick about these, right? I think I'm doing pretty good time. I'm not speedrunning, but... Okay, I'm just gonna swim it. Oh my gosh, Laura. Laura? Oh, also, the way that she looks like she's wet, that was the thing on PS2 is crazy, right? That you can make a character look like they're soaked or they're drenched is pretty crazy. And that there's like a glistening on her arms. Yeah, there's like a little bit of a... That's crazy too. Because technically this is the PS2 version, even though it's on PS4 and 5. So, still pretty crazy. Okay. Okay, so this is gonna work the same way, right? Because there's swords from the sky? It's like... So when I come back? What was that? Yeah, there's a way up from here, right? So, like, to get there... It's R1, isn't it? No, it's not. Okay, but... Okay, so I need to jump. I'm not putting myself up off the ledge. It's fine. Oh, I guess I can't walk through. Yeah. Yes, it is. It says it above the door, too. Oh! Oh, sorry. That's what I get for laughing at you. I apologize. I apologize. Like, there's like a wall run over there. I can see it. Like, there's a wall run. But how do I get to the other side from here? See, I even thought about doing this, but this doesn't work either. There's no way this works. Oh, it does! Oh my gosh, I'm dense. Wow, just ignore me. Here I was, professional Tomb Raider. Obviously didn't remember anniversary. Okay. We're out of here. We got all 4 keys out of St. Francis Folly, which is my least favorite level in Tomb Raider 1. Thank goodness. We've made amazing time. Not really. But we've gotten through a lot of it. Okay. How did I do the feet thing? I don't know how to do the feet thing. Oh goodness. Nice. We're out of Damocles. Let's give it a good save before we head out. I'm just dropping down. Not a sight appear anywhere. Nice, we're out of here. Nice. Oh, hey, all artifacts. Hey, what do you know? We didn't leave without. This time we left without. We took care of that. Big time. Nice. Zero deaths. You're always so dramatic. It's okay. No. You know, if I had a penny for every death, that'd be a lot of deaths. Zero deaths. Okay, let's go. Out of this godforsaken St. Francis Folly. Into the Colosseum, which, while also a little bit of a headache, rats. Necessary shotgun. That was necessary. Shotguns are the only thing that kill these kinds of rats. You hear them? I can hear them. I hear rat people. Well, look, there's a... I want that. I came down here because I think there's a... Yeah, here. Oh, I have to go around then anyway. Okay. This Uncharted, like, it's been a while since I've played them. You know what's funny is I haven't played the Lost Legacy, which is crazy, right? The one with Chloe and, like, it's not Nathan, basically. It's not Nathan. And I haven't played that yet, but I had the DLC and everything for it. I need to play that eventually. But I played all the others. Look, I can't pick up because we're probably maxed. Yeah, crazy. Did they have a lot of music in those? I mean, really? You haven't? They're good. 3's really good. 2's really good too, though. Or maybe 4's the best? Oh my gosh, we're gonna die. Hold on. It's hard. 2 and 4, I think, are the best out of them all. This is infested. I wonder what they're gonna turn Atlantis into. Now I'm impatient. Playing this has made me impatient for Atlantis. Can you imagine? Now I want Atlantis yesterday. It's okay. We've got so much Tomb Raider to get through. It's fine. But still. I hope Atlantis really helps people appreciate Laura who have had any experience with Laura. It's been a while since we've had it. Well, I mean, we had the trilogy, right? But a lot of people know that. I don't know, it's hard. Everyone knows I'm synonymous with liking like every single game. And it's not that I like every single game, it's just that I sort of take them as they make them and I'm like, okay, this is what they decided to do and I experience it, right? Like I'm open-minded towards that experience. Because it's not like I have any say whether or not. Monkey! So I just try to enjoy, you know? go. She's like, rude. Okay, these guys are annoying, so they're gonna get the shotgun. Oh. Wow. That was not very nice of them. Laura makes ladder climbing like a pro. Like every other game, it takes everybody forever to climb a ladder. Not Laura. She's straight up business. She's like, let's get this ladder climbing done. And she's out. Right? The storyline for me was, it ruined a lot. Right? We had this big build-up, and then Underworld just said screw it and ruined the whole story. Lore-wise, it didn't make sense either because, I mean, not to get to spoiler territory because we were playing Anniversary, but there was the way that they ended it with the portal, and the thought process behind that. It could have gone a completely different route, and they didn't take it. Yeah, it was really bad. Like, I can tell you at length what part of the why, but yeah, exactly. Like, because it was hitting on games, like it was hitting Underworld was hitting on things that we wanted in Tomb Raider, like puzzles and contextually, like the Kraken was really cool. Like a lot of the stuff that they added was cool, but the story was a mess. But the gameplay was like getting there, and so it was like this weird sort of Angel of Darkness moment. Angel of Darkness was very much the I died again. Angel of Darkness is very much the opposite. So Angel of Darkness is the opposite of Underworld in the fact that, like, they tried to focus narratively, not so much on the gameplay. So the gameplay was lacking in that game, in Angel of Darkness, but the narrative was there. It's probably the best narrative of any of the Tomb Raiders is Angel of Darkness. However, Underworld was the opposite. The gameplay was delivering, but the narrative fell flat at the end. So, I don't know. That's at least how I felt about it. And why are these still here? We unlocked them. Glad I went back for that. Weird. No Tomb Raider game is truly awful though. Even Underworld, when at the time when Underworld came out, I didn't really enjoy it. At the time Angel of Darkness came out, a lot of people didn't enjoy it, and they did like returning. A lot of people were returning the game, and I think at the time GameStop was even allowing returns, open or not. They were like, yeah, they know there's a lot of issues. So I think at the time Crystal Dynamics was allowing returns, and I didn't even bother to return it. I kept my copy. I still have my copy to this day, my PlayStation 2 copy. But I did buy, there was a Action Replay that had come out at the time, so Action Replays had like the word discs before, you know, the internet had like a way to patch games. They released these discs and they had a whole bunch of cheat codes on them in a magazine, and you put this disc in before you load the game and it would fix XYZ or apply whatever cheats that it needed to patch in, and then you'd have to load the game every time after you put in the disc. For people who don't know what Action Replays are of that era, I mean, they still have them around now, but people are used to the DS ones and some of the other ones. Point being is that's how you fix a lot of glitches with Angel of Darkness, like dual pistols and a lot of the big errors that they had. So all I did was I just got the Action Replay, and then I kept the game. But a lot of people found Angel of Darkness like unacceptable, so yeah, Game Sharks are fine, totally fine. This literally, though, the disc literally says Action Replay on it. But yeah, it is basically Game Shark, yeah. And for those who don't know what game sharks are, keep going back further and further. I don't look it, but I'm old, okay? Swan diving down these steps is acceptable. And the only way to walk downstairs, by the way. Why do I feel like I should have gone the other way? Oh well. There's only one artifact here? Okay, this is the thing that's really interesting, by the way. And you have to do time trials anyway to 100% it, because I'll go back for stuff anyway. What's super interesting about this is a lot of these stages only have like one artifact or like two artifacts. So sometimes I feel like I should be looking for a lot more, and there just isn't a lot more to look for. Like that's like it. You know what I mean? Very, very crazy to me. Oh! Whoa! Oh, triple monkey. Laura Croft, madam, take care of the monkeys. She'll take that to go, bag them up. So this is this is the thing. This is the thing. Whoop. Nice. Oh my gosh, Laura. Laura, can't you ever make things easy? Thank you. Ma'am, I appreciate the mutual respect between adventures. Other side somehow? I don't think I can. Why is she looking at Laura? You already pulled that lever. Why are you staring and giving me false? Yeah, I mean, I agree. I do agree with that. It is a fair assessment. However, knowing that a game is made in 97, especially if it's like a port or like a PS1 copy or something, you know, you're buying like a retro game, quote unquote, like it comes with the territory. And if it's a remaster, again, it's not a remake. So I just think, I don't know, I think people need to like, I don't know. Like the Tomb Raider remasters are remasters of like all 1 through 6 games. Like they're a product of their time. Like that's the way they are, you know? So it's hard for me to be like sympathetic towards people that are getting themselves into that, because with the internet nowadays, there's so many people who can look up stuff, and like there's not a reason for you to not like, oh, I'm surprised this game is this controls this way. Like there's plenty of trailers and stuff, and I know some people don't like to spoil stuff, but there's plenty of things that will like tell you what a product is that you're getting, and you can even like look up spoiler-free review of such and such. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, especially a PS1 era game, like unless it's a Final Fantasy, most PS1 era games don't have a narrative like Final Fantasy did. That's why Final Fantasy was so popular, right? Was because it had an actual multi-disc amazing narrative that just no other games had, right? So like, yes, absolutely. Yep, I agree. Bam. Absolutely agree. If I had to choose my greatest skill in life, and everything that is my greatest skill, the ability to adapt, such a crazy thing. I know a lot of people have that issue. I don't overestimate that, because every time I undersell myself at like jobs and everything else, like the ability for me to like comprehend something and then just pick it up right away, like that's just what I can do. You know what I mean? Everyone has something, right? You guys have been here long enough to see me like play games and then I just pick things up right away. You know, but I'm usually a jack of all trades, master of none, meaning like if you see me like play like Blaze Blue or an Arc game, I'll pick it up immediately and I'll be like top tier gamer like at the very beginning when something comes out. And then as people learn the game and they become like better and better at it and more specialized, they tend to outpace me in the long run because they dedicate themselves to it, and I don't as much. I usually pick something up, play it casually, you know. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to like in Rebirth. Like, I played it again after we played it on stream so that my brother could watch the story because he didn't want to get spoiled. And when I did New Game Plus and I played through it, he's like, "How do you manage all that?" Because you guys see that playthrough of me managing. I don't use the I don't use the menu. Like, I don't use the menu like everybody else. I use everything real time. And I don't know. That's just always how it's been, right? Like, for me. He's like, there's so much to manage. Because I would manage everybody. And I told him, you don't have to play everybody. You can pick one character and just stick with one. But, you know, you can't technically play everybody. And then I do stuff like that. But come on, it's funny. Yeah, and that's the thing is like, I don't know. I watch all these popular streamers and all these people like give their 2 cents on opinions on game systems, and I'm like, I really wish. I know it sounds horrible. I really wish people would watch me or somebody who has experience playing multiple characters play and see the depth and the richness of the game, because it sort of, to me, it comes off as like really sort of offensive to the developer to be like judging. A lot of them will like main shulk the whole time and touch nothing else, and I'm like, oh my god, do you not understand? Like, you don't have to do solely just that. I don't know. Everything is timed in this sequence of section of stuff. I know, I took the secret over. Yeah! We found him! There you go. The Atlantean owl figurine, the sacred bird of the goddess Athena. Owls are associated with their characteristic trait of wisdom. That was worth it, even though we have to go all the way to the back. I don't know. That's a really tough question, because it's like, so if you ever watch Shark Tank or something like that, right? There's always one thing that the Shark Tank people refuse to invest on. I know it's crazy, like whatever. The thing they hate to invest on is education. Educating somebody to use a product. Because if your cost is in business to have to pay to have somebody educate somebody to use something, then it becomes less likely that the average person who either 1 doesn't have the time, 2 doesn't have the patience, 3, you know, there's several reasons why somebody wouldn't invest a lot of time in. Xenoblade is massive, as is any Xeno game with the amount of hours you have to put in. So to be put that much time in, you have to learn the systems and all the different characters and what they can do. You have to be willing to invest that amount of time. And it's the same thing I always, with any of the games I play, I really harp on all the time with older games and just games of a certain series. Like Monolith is a very old traditional type RPG developer in a way, not in technology but in their conceptual approach, is that the more time you invest, the more you're rewarded. And I keep saying it every single time with, like, whether it's Xenosaga lore or Xenoblade systems or like Tomb Raider and like puzzle solving. It's instead of looking stuff up, right? You spend the time and effort to solve these puzzles yourself. All of it is just a matter of how much you're rewarded for doing that, you know? And I feel like a lot of people have to choose if they want, you know, instant gratification or if they want to put in the effort. Dang. That sucks. See what happens when I talk important stuff. We get sidetracked. You know. Yeah, I don't know, right? It's Mr. Rolf. It's Laura. Yeah, it's just really hard for me. I don't know the answer to that, because I personally feel that you should invest. If you're paying for a game, why are you not investing your time into it, right? Like, why are you not putting the effort forth to, like, bother? To me, if I'm paying for something, I'm gonna do my best to enjoy it and take advantage of everything that it has in a game. Some people aren't like that. Like, you see people all the time, Resident Evil comes out, they speedrun it. They don't even watch the cutscenes anymore. People play Final Fantasy 14 and they don't even know what the story's about because they skip through the whole entire story scenario. So they just play through the game. You've seen those tanks that don't know how to pull anything because they skipped all the quests that explain how to play a tank properly. Insane. And then they're like, you healers don't heal right. No, like, you literally don't know how to play your class. Like, it's just a problem. Again, educating somebody on how to use something, a product or service, is always the problem, you know? Ah, yes. The traditional hymn that comes with picking up an item in Tomb Raider. Yay! It's like Xenosaga all over again. They were super into that in the PS2 era, because this is technically a PS2 game. They were super into, like, choirs and hymns and... Oh! Ah. I'll use anything, even the water, to get ahead. Yeah, they were into it. You still think they still are? Yeah. No, I mean, right? Like a lot of people, I don't know. To me, that's a gold bar. Thanks, Midas. Into is in, like, it was like a trend. It's sort of like how when Tomb Raider came out, the reboot, it was like the year of the bow and arrow. Everybody wanted to use the bow and arrow. So you had Horizon, you had The Last of Us, you had Tomb Raider. Everybody was using a bow and arrow. Laura made it a thing. No, actually, she didn't make it a thing, but every game that came out that year was like bow and arrow, right? So, like, every game that came out like around this time was like hymns. Everybody has a hymn. You have a hymn, you have a hymn, you have a gospel song, you know? Like, it was a thing. Just like the year of the bow. You know? Yeah, see? Yeah, see? Oh my gosh. Laura, no. Yeah, I mean, it's just a thing. Like, some people have like this thing and it just becomes across the board. Well, PS1, so this is after. It's after 7, because that would be, the hymn stuff would be Tomb Raider, the Xenosaga, like a lot of those eras were like after. Yeah. It was a little after, no, because 7 was, could you think of? Well, I guess that's sort of true, right? Man, PS1 had the best RPGs. Like, hands down, I think that they were the best RPGs. Was Tomb Raider, or not Tomb Raider, it was PS1 era, right? Legend of Legaia, Final Fantasies, Chrono Triggers, Chrono Cross. Like, there were so many. There were so many. Yeah. So wait, yeah. So Tomb Raider went. Okay, well there you go. Dang, Tomb Raider had the him advantage. Good on Laura. Good on Laura for beating One Winged Angel. Damn. Crazy. I think that's partly why I have such an attachment to Laura, because my first Final Fantasy was 7. I didn't get into Final Fantasy until 7. Oh. Wow. Crazy. I said that exact thing earlier, which is hilarious. I also had an issue with saying words. I'm missing jumps. But I'm having fun chatting. Bong bong bong. Thank you for my lead bar. See? Yeah. See? Everywhere. Everywhere. I mean, this is obviously not the same as the original. The original has some too, but they amped it up with this one. They're like, we've already been to Raider 2, we've already been to a monastery, let's go back. Maybe ask those guys. Maybe ask, you know, some people who know Latin in a church. I'm gonna head up. I'm gonna head up. What's this way? I don't know what this way is. What is this way? Oh, this is back out. I mean... very possible. I don't know, we could ask, if only we could ask Toby Gard. The OG of Tomb Raider. You can tell this is the PS2 version though, because you see all these little like graphical flickers of the textures not properly all the way on. Going up. Alright, we're going up. People swan dive up the stuff, so I don't know if that really saves time or not, because realistically... Okay, so if I remember right, I'm sure I do. No, Laura. Oh! Whoa! I did not mean to get in there. Thank goodness there's a way out, but that cost me a life. That sucks. Yeah, that doesn't save time. The roll does, though. Nice. I feel a little proud on that one. Took me a while. What's crazy is how did I not remember Anniversary? I think it's because I played it on PS3 and I don't know. It's been how many years since Anniversary came out? A long time. And I only played through it the one time and that was it, so... Well, that's sort of a lie because I played a lot of, I got Platinum, so... a lot of Laura's actions do lead to problems. Oh my gosh, no, Laura. Oh, we can rewind! Look at that. Wow. I'm silly. I'm not used to new age functions. Just damaged myself. Just use what I got. Just use the medipack that I already got. See? Hymns. Man. This is a lot of effort, Midas. You know, this might also be a good point to save. 'Cause I'm running low on med packs. Ah, yes, my favorite part of this tomb. As it lights up. Oh my gosh. The trauma came before the actual scene. Why did it sink back down? Wow. Well, listen, the reason why this is a problem is because there was a relic we needed and we didn't do it. Hold up. We need to book it. I should just vault. I should just vault through. Nice. Okay. Griffin heads represented on bronze cauldrons and drinking vessels in archaic Greek art circa B700 BCE and served as talismans to ward off evil spirits. Okay, now we're out. We almost left the relic. Imagine going through all that and leaving that. No thank you. Let's give this a save. And we're like out of the Coliseum, which is like out of 3 stages so far. Yeesh! Nice. Absolutely crazy. Thanks for the send-off, boys. I'll remember your hymns forever. May your be with you, yeah. Forever. Laura. Yes, team up to Hoken. Finally! Take a breath, Laura. You deserve it. There's mice under here. Where? The crazy thing about anniversaries is it's just all loaded into each other. You could keep going for the whole entire game. It just loads in. Nice. Yes, and we're in the cistern. Okay.
The water is quite refreshing.
Yeah, here's Anniversary. So Anniversary and Legend. So I had the PS3 version as well. So that I did back in, what, 2011? Jeez, so that's like, oh, 15 years ago? It's been 15 years ago. It's been 15 years ago. Guardian of Light isn't done only because I don't know where the heck to find, there's a, all artifacts and weapons and stuff which I can do, but I don't know. That one and Tomb Raider 2. This one is just a little weird, the multiplayer one. There isn't, but there's 100% for Tomb Raider because Tomb Raider Anniversary did have in-game like stuff you can unlock. Like every Tomb Raider game still has find all the secrets, so technically it has its own achievements built in. So even though there's not like a you know, the achievements are still there. They're just not trophies. Underworld. Okay, so Underworld was 2009. That's 17 years ago. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I've got receipts. That's crazy. Alright, see ya. Thank you so much for stopping by. See you next weekend, alright? Or probably maybe Tuesday, because I'm off Tuesday. We'll see what happens. Alright. We're just going to continue with Tomb Raider anyway. Bye-bye.